Alright, welcome back to, well, on board the Obra Dinn. And here we see a sight for sore eyes. Nichols dead. How did it happen? Who was the lucky one?
Ahoy!
Well, back. Get the captain.
Ahoy!
The copper's aboard!
Wait! Don't shoot!
Avast!
I have treasure! I yield!
Hold your fire!
Okay, so he shot him. We can't really see many here. We can only see the Captain Stewart. And here, this is actually, I'm pretty sure that this is the part where the game allows you to deduce who Sean Davis is. That's because if you, just a second, let me show you. If you look at the boat's plans, you will find that this is the room of the fourth mate. Yep. But we could deduce that because he was the only mate that wasn't accounted for, so... Okay. So... loads and loads of dead bodies. What the hell? Look at that. The Formosan lady's dead. There's a shell. Shining again. But we don't know who did it again. I mean, you could go by process of elimination, but it's definitely not this guy. It's definitely not her. It's one of these two. Well, but I don't want to do that. Anyway, there's more bodies around here, so let's see. Oh boy, what happened? She's dead. She wasn't there. And these look fucked up, don't they? Not exactly what you would call a beautiful mermaid. Yeah. There's fire coming and it looks like his arm is burning. And Nichols is pulling one of those on the side. Well, so he was burning and he's dead. We could say that he burned to death, but we don't know who he is yet. But we do know who she is, so let's find out how she died. Yeah, you really have to do this. I guess, like, it really feels like it's symbolic in some way because now it's getting further away, as if this happened even further from the Obra Dinn, as it did actually. Okay, so whatever happened, he got his hand inside that box, and I guess all sorts of weird shit happened. How many boobs does she have? Wow. Yeah, more dead bodies around here, actually. Way more. And, she's just cowering here. That's Nichols. Him. He's one of the sailors that shot Hong Seng Lao dead. He was stabbed, and he was spiked. I wonder what that is about. No, she wasn't strangled. Actually, we're not sure exactly how it happened, so we'll have to look at the previous memory. Right here. So he was knifed.
O'Hagan, you still breathing? Can you roll? Nichols, sir, shoot them for God's sake!
Nichols is being a bitch. This poor guy over here as well. O'Hagan, are you still breathing? That's not O'Hagan. That is O'Hagan. We know who that is already. Okay, so now we are sure how she got killed. She was not strangled. She was clawed. I think that's fair. And he is the last Chinese. He's Li Hong. Yeah, that's pretty much it for now. Oh boy. Now we don't know who he is.
Keep rowing!
Where is it? Where? Something there!
I see it!
Give us a weapon! Shoot! My kid eye!
Pick up the oars and row, you fools!
Ouch. Okay, so we finally found out who he is. Bang. Actually, that's a lot of questions. So he was knifed by Bang. So now we're 3/4 in. So he is the last Russian that we haven't talked about. Oh. There's another shell. Yeah. But wait, there is more. He was also speared.
Course due east. You'll reach the Canaries in 3 days. You packed enough stores?
Aye, sir. Checked and loaded them myself.
Good. Stay quiet and alert. If the wind picks up, we've no chance against the Obra Dinn.
休假，你稳做无？
我无问题，但是伊来想我，绝对袂当互伊落去水底。
那是遐个怪物出现，你绝对卖起来。
Aye, shut it up.
They say strange things about monsters.
Okay, so that's the first memory. He was speared by a beast. And that's all she wrote. The only ones that will be unaccounted for will be the Russians, but we'll probably assume they drowned. and he was also drowned by a beast. Now, I'm pretty sure that's all the memories. So far, let's see what our gaps are. So this is not a gap. This right here isn't. We can conclude who this is because this is Chio Tan, the guy who shot our the instigator of this whole mess. I'm sure you can agree. We're basically just wrapping things up now. I don't think there's any more memories. Okay. So in Unholy Captives, yeah, everything is filled. Here, everything is filled. The Doom is probably going to be one of the places where we have some gaps. So yeah. I think well, okay, so why do we know about him? I'm going to tell you. These were all the memories, by the way.
Boy! In there somewhere! Storm's coming! Finish your business and climb down here!
Yeah, don't worry, mate. We will. How do we know that he was George Shirley? First, we can look at him. And second, if we go and revisit the first part of the Doom, I think the first part, just make sure. Sorry for the flatulence. It's kind of unnecessary, I know, but here he is, and you can see that and if you look at the other chapters, he always was with the Chinese. So he is George Shirley. And lastly, let's go to the missing. I'm pretty sure he fell overboard, and he is Alexander Booth. Okay, so is there anything else on the Doom that we haven't filled? No. Let's go to the escape, because this is the last part that so we know who killed him. It was the Russian top man. We've already filled it up. Leonid Volkov. We know who he is because if you saw him, especially during the execution scenes, he was right by the gunner, so he is the gunner's mate. Another hint is also that throughout the Doom chapter, he was handing guns to people. He was shot with a gun by the fourth mate. wondering, here it said 2 fates. Why? Well, that's because we can only find 58 fates in on board the ship. So the last 4, they just decided to split into 2. So he was knifed by the gunner's mate, we saw that. And he is the 4th mate steward. Indeed, there is nothing left to do on the Obra Dinn. Now you may notice that there's 2 fates that we can't find out about. And you may also have noticed that out of all the places on the ship, there is one place that is not open to us. Right here. The lazarette. We can't go through here, which is a bit of a bummer, but I don't know. That means that chapter 8 remains unsolved, and I guess also that 2 fates will remain unknown to us for now. The fate of Martin Perot, the third mate, and Philip Dahl, the captain steward. Alright, so that drops it up for being on board the Obra Dinn. So I'll stay tuned for the conclusion of this story.